Yes, indeedy. Hello, everyone. Jeremy. What are you growling at? Why are you growling? Why are you growling at me? Say hello to everybody. Huh? Be a good boy. Woof. Woof. Hey, everybody. How you guys doing tonight? What's up, Jeremy? What's up, Rain? Who else is in here? Cecilia. Got Mateo. Vivian. What's going on, Jen? Yeah, he's being a little feisty guy tonight because we had snacks that he couldn't have. So he's having a tude today. Huh, Paco mia. Go see mama. Hey, ooh. Ah. Sorry guys, that thing is still hanging on. So that the cough is still bleh. So what do we got today? It's been pretty intense the last couple of days. Certain things going on in the world. Um, the only thing I started was this. I know there wasn't much, but and I played around with some ideas on paper. Um, so I'm gonna be fiddling around with this. I just gotta start to it, and oof, what it is the cake I'm actually using Karen Big Cakes on this one, and the color wave is Toffee Brickle. So I'm working with this. I just wanted to do like a mindless kind of project shawl kind of thing. Um, so I started out with the I took an idea from Fiber Spider, which was the granny merge shawl. So what I'm gonna do is he I got the start of the shawl from him, and then I'm gonna mix it up with some stitches. He went into um, double crochets on here, and I want to change it up, but I have to give credit where credit is due because this was from Fiber Spider. The Granny merch shawl is actually it's really cool. I just wanted something to play around with, so that's kind of what I'm messing with. Um, Rebecca, I got to give her big props because she finished a beautiful blanket. Um, so uh, let's show this. I mean, she, I, yeah. And this is the blanket that she finished. And she actually did like a really cool like scallop on the edge. So this is actually just right off of the hook. She just finished this, I think, last night, and so it's right off of the stuff, ready to go. So what it's actually gonna, it's going to one of our neighbors. Neighbors?
Yes.
It's going to one of the neighbors.
Mhm.
So she did a really good job on it. She worked this up actually pretty quick. Now, what stitches did you use?
It is.
Got to get the producer over here.
Okay. What did I do? As soon as you finish it, you forget what you've done. I did. I did double stitches and a and I did and I did oh God, sorry. And in between, I did. If you see, I did a granny face to face, and it developed a column. It made columns, so it made an actual pattern all the way through. So I did a granny in between, faced facing each other. So it developed a column all the way along. So you're going to see a column all the way through. So almost like a shell facing each other. And that's why I put the shell all the way around.
What's going on, Nana? Uh, what's going on, Zolia? I just saw you come in. And who else is coming in? Sasha, Mimi Cruz, Cecilia. Who else? Linda, and Vivian. Hey, how you guys? Hope everybody's having a good night. So, what's on the list of Mateo things? Because Mateo isn't the only Mateo. Because I go by Mateo. I go by Mateo also. Um, we finished this. I'm starting on my second Boggy Creek blanket.
Mhm.
I wanted to test some yarn in the Centro because I'm gonna do a tutorial for that coming up this week. I got all the stuff. I was playing around with some ideas. I did a couple of hats. Um, yeah, these were the the yarn just like this was the first one, and this was mainstays, and it came out kind of funky. Like
Good
it
for
was it no, it came out kind of hard because the Centro didn't like the mainstays yarn. So I was fighting it, having it come off of the hoods. So I'm glad I finished it, but this one was a little bit of a bear.
Ola said she likes how it looks. Ola Joe.
Thank you, Ola. Um, it came out pretty, but on the Centro it doesn't work up like that fabulous. Another one that didn't work up all that. I had two I had two good ones and then two that were like this like I was hiding. It was see, I'm showing the good side. It was actually it came off of the like I'm not too proud to show my boo-boos, but see it came off of you can see where it actually came off of the Centro. and it just the Sancho just like went crazy. What's up, Patty? So if you turn it on the inside, I mean it's still,
Little tight.
it's still it still looks good.
Mm-hmm.
Like I would still wear it like for fishing and stuff. Um but yeah, the inside of it's pretty hammered. The other one I did, this was some I've got the skein around here somewhere. Um I was horsing around and the skein for this is Big Twist.
Mm-hmm.
And it didn't care for the Big Twist too much either.
But it looks
And
nice.
the color is authentic. So it's kind of a if you like the Lakers, it's like Lakers colors.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
So this one came out pretty decent. But I mean there's still I mean you can hide like when you make boo-boos on the Centro because you make it longer a longer tube and then you fold it in. That's how you create the hats. So I just put the little boo boos on the inside because you know there was a couple of times where it dropped off the hooks, which was there's several other yarns that don't. I actually made with I made a hat with some alpaca, which worked up really pretty. It was just a solid blue. It was this. It was this, and I actually put it in the Centro, and it came up. It made it really pretty. It was like a really nice royal blue, and it was for a good friend of mine because he wanted a hat. Like he wanted a hat. So, and he's in the winter like me. He gets a little cold. Um, so he was beside himself. He was telling everybody that, oh, this is the softest thing. Check this out. This is great. This is like the best. So, yeah, I was trying to fly under the radar at work on the hat, and he was,
That's a way.
he was,
Good colorway, Dad.
he was like way he was telling everybody about his hat I made for him. So the word is out. Um, let's see. What was Patty?
Sharon's Patty B Gaming.
I know. I know. I'm ahead of the.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a little ahead of. I'm feeling Lakers. Basketball was Magic's number 32. Yes, indeed.
Mm-hmm.
But with me, the big number is 7, and that's for Cristiano Ronaldo, CR7, one of my favorite soccer players, because I'm a huge soccer fan. Unfortunately, at work they talk basketball, football, baseball, and I'm kind of odd man out because I'm a huge soccer fan. So, but I talked to a lot of the guys in the shop about the soccer. So the Lakers hat, it's a little tight. I made him a little smaller because he was asking to make them to have me make them smaller. And the Rock and Crocheter has a fat head. So that was I mean it came out good. This one came out good.
Yeah, it came out good. Looks good.
So what I'm going to do is I've got all of the little gizmos now, so I can do like overhead shots because I didn't have like the little arm thing. So I'm gonna do it this. I'm gonna whip up some stuff this weekend on the Centro. Um, the Centro I have. Oh, is this one?
Mm-hmm.
This is the Centro. Whoa, this is the Centro that I have,
You got your own
which is the biggest one. I also have the smaller one also.
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't hit it, what happens is because see the way they move up and down. Sometimes the yarn, if it doesn't like the yarn, it'll get stuck, and or either get stuck or it will pop off of the little clip that it's supposed to be on. So that's why on these, when it pops off the clip, that's when you get like these things. But you can I just didn't like you can restring it back through. But since I knew it was going to be on the inside and I was just kind of messing around with stuff, I didn't do it. So I just turned it on the inside.
Mm-hmm.
So it works. I know like with my Centro, the ones that work for the Centro are Karen Simply Soft works really well. I made a purple hat out of that because I had some purple left over. Red Heart, not so much. It's a little too stiff. The alpaca worked really cool. The alpaca it came out really nice and it was really soft.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm gonna do is I'll get the little magic arm out with the light thing, and we'll do some stuff on the Centro this weekend. I had made some scarves on the Centro. I know you can make blocks. I've seen people make the blocks, like do the panels and put the panels together to make like wearables and stuff. So I haven't tried that, but I'm gonna check it out, see what I can do with it, see how much trouble I can get into. Um, so that's what I'm that's what I've been up to, and since Olajo is in here, and I know she's the queen of the furls. I got mine. These are these are awesome. I have. I know you can hear them. Uh, I have the silver streamlines, which are the bigger hooks. And so what I did was I got the two smaller ones in the red, so that I mean you can tell like I could have got the silver ones, but
said, Matt, my color red.
but I got these, so I just look oh, the red ones, the smaller. These two, it's a G plus, which is a 4.5, and then the 3.5E. I mean, I gotta tell you, Ola Joe, I'm a furls guy. I really like my furls hooks. Um, and I also got, let's see,
Smiling from ear to ear.
I had and then I also got along my haul was 4 hooks actually, and it was these 4. Ours is what my haul was, and I got them on Monday. And these hooks, like I said, it's a GE and then an L, which is the 7, because I didn't have a 7, and this one is the H, the 5. So I've got the HI HIJ and the L. So, so I'm a happy camper. If you hadn't seen the video, where's the hooks that I got? I got Becky some really nice hooks,
That's that's
and
turned us on to.
and Michi had mentioned these. It's by A Mystical Farm, and these were wooden hooks.
Yes.
And I think these would be softer on Rebecca's hands. And the first one was the green one, and this one is a 6 millimeter. And they're really nice hooks. They're actually really, like, there's no burrs or any, like, they're actually really well sanded. I haven't played with these yet because these are, I'm gonna let Rebecca test these out, but they're nice, and they're long, which is that's
Tell them how long they are compared to yours.
see compared to my furls, they're actually a tad bit longer.
From
Roughly.
the bottom?
Yeah, they're a tad bit longer. So I got her this green one, which is the 6 millimeter. I got her this one's 3.5 millimeter because she wanted to work with some smaller stuff, and this one is the 3.5. So these are really nice, and even for me, they fit in my hand real well. But I still like my furls better. But they're really nice hooks. And the next one, this one I got because this is her favorite color. It's her favorite color, and so I had to get it for her, which is the blue. And this one's the 5.5. And see, they're actually they're actually like engraved. You can feel it in the hook, like they actually like cut it into the hook. So it's really nice. It's a really nice hook. But that's her favorite color is blue, so I had to hook her up. And then, of course, I know people saw our yarn haul, our yarn trip to Needful Things, which was a blast. We had a really good time. What's going on, Spring? We had a good time. The store was really nice. The owner, Tina, we had a blast talking to her. She I know she didn't twist my arm, and I know some people were a little surprised at what I got, but oh dang, I took the okay, that was I saw a display that she had, and I really thought it was kind of cool. But yes, the Rock and Crochet actually got some pastel colors, and it's Jody Long and Babakin's Play. I don't know if I was in the ballpark with that, but and the color wave is hopscotch, and I actually really kind of dug it, and I didn't really it didn't really hit me till I actually looked at her what she had on display that she had made with it, which was like a stitch sampler, but it was all knitted, and it was really pretty. And so I got a couple of these. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet, but I got some of those, and I know there was a couple of people that were really surprised that I got this color, because I went from that, and me with the Malabrigo, I went from that pastel to that. And this is Malabrigo Rios, and the color wave is Aquarius, and it's a worsted, and it's 100% superwash merino.
Got the price tag on the back.
I know.
Oh.
And so that was I. If you watch the video, you can see me. I walk up, look at it, and go, "Ooh, this is going with me," and it did go with me. Another surprise one, which I got, and this was more inspired. If Michi's in here, this was more inspired like a Michi thing, because everybody had been talking about the Noro, and I kind of swore off the Noro for a while. The ball that we had, we still have one. It's like the regular like big cake of Noro. It's 100% wool, and that stuff is. I made some stuff out of one cake, and it was, yeah, it was some rough stuff. But I saw this color, and I was like, and Michi showed some stuff on her channel, and so I got this, and it's a really pretty colorway.
Mm-hmm.
It's really pretty. It's called Silk Garden Sock Yarn. So it's 40% wool, 25% silk, 25% polyamide, and 10% mohair. So I know Patty B Gaming is bouncing around in here somewhere.
Yeah, he's in there.
I saw him come up, and so what I did was he's been bugging me to make him a pair of socks, and so I'm thinking, because of the silk and the it'll and the wool, it'll keep them warm. So I'm gonna go for it with the Nora.
Knit it. Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I'm gonna knit it or I want to try crochet, or but that's whoop, that's the price tag. Um, but that's the colors,
Mm-hmm.
and I know, like I said, he's in there someplace, but this is this is really pretty stuff. And I looked at it, and I saw a make with it in her shop. She had like a just like a crocheted like little piece, and it was really pretty. So got the Nora. The one that I'm most intrigued, and I got two hanks of it, and I just think it's like the best stuff. Is just it it like called to me, and once I picked it up, I was like, oh boy, which was this one. This one is just the softest, the one of the softest yarns I have ever picked up. Like this stuff, this stuff is just incredibly soft, and it's from Juniper Moon Farms, and the line is Cumulus Dappled, and it's Mako cotton with a touch of nylon for strength. This stuff, I can't, it's just like crazy, crazy soft.
Susanna said just joined the video. Both of you know that I received my yarn this morning. Thank you so much, Susanna.
Oh, you're welcome, Suzanne. Yeah, it was on the I was kind of hesitant to grab it. It was on her where she had all her bulky yarn, but it's not a bulky yarn. It's actually a 4. Whoop.
Is this your cousin, Serena Norell?
So it's 251 yards, and it's a medium 4 weight, and it's wow. that's that's like it. Yeah, I didn't want to. I when we walked out of the yarn store, I was like, "You're not gonna. This is no. This is mine." um, but let's pull it out and take. I'm intrigued. I don't want to rip this thing out because it's in a hank. But I mean, it's pretty. This is just like killer stuff. And then if you watch, I also got a couple of skeins of Arroyo, and I have 2 skeins of this. And this is their like DK Sport Arroyo. Rios is always like the worsted. Arroyo is the DK Sport. Micha is the bulky. It's the bulky 5. And I actually really like the Micha. The Micha works up really good. And the one Michi was showing some on her channel yesterday, and it was Pearl 10, and I've actually got some of it. I've had it for a little while and made some hats out of it. With the Micha, it works up really nice. So you know me, I'm a big Malabrigo fan, but those are the 3 I usually get if I'm going to get Malabrigo. The Rasta is like the super bulky. I had some of it. I don't think I got it someplace. I don't think I've actually used it. So I tend to stick with the Arroyo, the Rios, and the Micha, and then I have some Verona, but it's a different. It's cotton, where the Micha, Arroyo, and Rios are all superwash merino. So I was really happy. Last week was the haul in half. Like the hooks came in on Monday. We had bought we had the yarn haul thing on Saturday. So we were busy. So this weekend, it's time to hit the yarn hard this weekend. Get some stuff done. Um, I'm thinking about. I want to do a hat, but do it from hand, not in the Centro. But I want to use this. And this is Malabrigo too. It's Rios, and the color wave is ho, Hojas.
Ojas.
Hojas. I always I
Ojas.
I'm sorry guys, I butchered the Spanish. Um but it's called Hojas. And it's really pretty. I've got um two balls of it, which were two skeins. I'm thinking about making a hat or making a scarf out of it because it'll come out really pretty. And then Becky, oh, here we go.
Okay, on the lighter side of things, I bought a Noro.
Nobody can see you.
Yeah,
Put
that's
your hand
okay.
up.
A Noro, and this Noro is a cotton Noro, which one of the comments were said that Noro's really scratchy. Well, not this Noro. It's a beautiful Noro. You see this? Okay, this Noro is going to be for a scarf, an accent for a scarf that I'm going to make. And it's going to be, this one's also made in Japan. With an
And
accent.
it's the name of it. The name of it is Sonata Shima,
Sonata Shima.
and it's a 2 weight,
Mm-hmm.
and it's 300 meters.
Mm-hmm. And with that scarf, I'm going to also join it with the Juniper Moon cotton. 60% cotton, 40% linen. And because of the colors in it, I'm going to put a yellow. Oh,
What happened?
okay. I'm going to put a yellow in it from, and this is new to us, Jody Long. Jody Long. And that's another type of organic, 90% organic cotton. And it's so soft. 90% organic cotton and 10% cashmere. And it's just so soft. Because I have so many allergies, I like to use certain cottons. And then there's a little bit of
In this.
Can I have?
Certainly.
If you look at this, it has a little bit of brown in it. So we put a little bit of brown in it in the scarf. And this brown is called, let me see, Niptol. And it's a cotton too. So that we were really happy to find those.
Yeah, it wasn't a
cottons.
huge haul,
No.
but we got stuff we really liked. And on this Noro, before she shows the pattern.
This is the pattern that I'm going to be doing. It's called The Journey of Yarn Shawl. And it's a crochet. I can't show you the pattern, but it's a shawl that they're doing in that whole yarn shop.
And then which I was trying to get to, because I noticed on the back, yes, it is cotton.
Mm-hmm.
It's 35% cotton, 25% viscose, and 20% silk.
Silk, yeah. It's really
so
pretty.
It's really pretty, and it is really soft, which is, we had, where's the green bomber?
The green.
The green Nora. Did you put that back?
I might have put it back.
Because we have like a big cake. Sorry, guys. We have one of the big cakes, the Noro cakes, and that one is 100% wool, and that one is kind of
real scratchy,
really scratchy. And just as a kind of a trivia note, I mean, you guys always see, like, the picture in the back with the motorcycle. That is actually my grandfather. My mom had there was a picture of my grandpa on this motorcycle, because he was a bit of a rebel, um, and so it's actually taken like in the 1920s, 1930s. And so for my grandfather's birthday, my mom had it blown up to what you see behind me, and that's what that picture is. We had it framed, and um, so that's what that picture is. Because I'm sure, some people have wondered what am I doing with like a big motorcycle picture, but it's my grandpa. That's my fishing buddy. Um, well, I was his fishing buddy, just like Patty B Gaming. If he's in here somewhere, he's my fishing buddy. So it's the traditions passed on, which is kind of cool. Uh, I am going to maybe in the next 2 weeks. I'm going to take a day off, possibly, and go over to San Jose, and we're gonna do a another yarn trip on, and so that should be good. That's gonna be to Fillory Yarn. That is who I usually when we go to San Jose to see my kids. That's who I usually go, where we go and get our yarn. So we're gonna take off and have a day. Um, is anybody else is who's working on what? I mean, I tend to hog up all the time, so I'm just what's everybody got on their hook? I know Jeremy's got some blankets and stuff.
He's going to buy some.
I'm sure Jen's got some stuff on her. Wow, my grandpa is 87 and drives a Corvette. one of uh, one of my grandfather's friends, uh, years ago, had like a special Corvette sitting in. We were standing outside. My grandfather was talking to him. It was one of his cousins. He opened the garage door, and there was this like 1970s, I would say, Corvette, 69, 70, and it looked like it was on the showroom floor. It was beautiful. So yeah, we get that too, but that's cool. Um, so hello, let's see, too old to care. How you doing? We've got Spring, Zoila. I had to stop crochet. What? What? I had to stop crocheting right now because my hand was spasming. Wow.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Jeremy.
Take breaks in between.
That's hardcore. If you're crocheting through like hand spasms and stuff, that's hardcore.
So ice it and then put heating pads.
Yeah, try and put some like heat or some ice on it.
Give it breaks.
Yeah, give it a break. I have to stop from time to time because my poor hands. I was a crazy kid and did all kinds of crazy stuff, and I've you know did a bad thing on one finger, and a couple of my other fingers I've broken a few times. So I have to stop every now and again because my hands will start to ache, and like right through here will start to ache. And there's some cheap secret Chinese medicine that I have that I use, and a rubbing stone, and it helps a lot. Oh, come on, comments.
Oh, he said he's buying some of those. Um,
Too old to care. I wasn't hiding. I was waiting for you. We are a team. Hey, we're all a team.
mhm.
I know Mateo's in here somewhere, so you know, we're all. I'm really, I'm,
Or your
I'm really
family.
flattered that all you guys come in and see me. It's an honor,
It's a young
and
family.
and yes, we are a team. Um, no, it's not Tiger Balm. It's called Woodluck oil. I do use Tiger Balm now and again, but I did some um, Tai Chi and Kung Fu uh,
Mhm.
quite a few years ago, and there was an ointment it's called Woodluck oil, and that's really it's really good for like it's like Tiger Balm plus some, and it's really good for it's like for sore hands and sore muscles and stuff. So it comes in a. I think I've got it. Where's my crazy Chinese medicine? Ah,
Is it on the dresser?
huh? No, I thought it was right next to. I thought it was like right in the drawer. I put it in the. Nope, it's not in here.
Oh, here.
That's Tiger Balm.
Oh, show them Tiger Balm.
No, it seems Tiger. They know everybody knows Tiger Balm.
No, they don't.
Yes, this is Woodluck oil.
Okay, find the wood like, but you can show them what Tiger Balm is.
Yeah, it comes in like a little green and white, um, like a little green and white little box. Where did that stuff go? Where is my Woodluck oil? Oh, I'll have to find it. It's actually if you can find it like in the Chinese, if can get it in a Chinese market or
You'll have to show them next time.
but I can't. I'll have to dig it out. It's either one of my drawers or it's next to the bed. But it's some. I don't think it's next to the bed though.
Okay.
Rebecca just bounced up to go run and go get it to show you. Um, but no, Zoya. Paco was bouncing around earlier
Mhm.
when I first came on, but he scooched into he scooched into his little hidey hole thing, and so he's doing his thing. Serena, rock and crochet. Are you crocheting or planning to crochet any thick blankets for February? Um, the polar vortex. That sounds pretty crazy.
Mhm.
I actually have a bunch of the yak yarn. that I know I've showed on here before. It's a 4, but it's really warm. I wanted to do a blanket for myself with that one. I need to finish. I need to finish the other blanket for my friend, but I know we've seen this one, but see like this one and this, like my crazy little V stitches, and this dark blue and the brown. That's all yak yarn, and like this. I mean, even at this size, this thing is actually pretty heavy. So it's gonna come. I know it's gonna come out as a really warm, like
Like a wool blanket.
a really warm blanket, and it's actually really the yak is actually really soft. So it's a really soft. It's gonna be a really soft, warm blanket. So I wanted to do one for myself. The only one I have right now for myself is the green um, kaleidoscope one, and that's actually pretty warm too. But that was Red Heart is what I made that one out of. But I want to do some bougie yarn and do some stuff.
CBD oil.
I don't know.
That's what somebody just.
My poor little. I wanted to change it up because I used the spike stitch here, as you can see. But I wanted to change it up and do like a V stitch. There was a diamond stitch that I saw that I dug that one. So I might try that. But my poor little V my poor little V stitch. Um so I've got stuff on the hook. I've got to finish pretty quick here. I'm gonna whip up another virus shawl. I need to make one for my godmother. I made one, and yeah, that one went out. So I have to make another one. Uh, I'm thinking I might want to do it in the juniper moon yarn. I did Rebecca's. She's actually been wearing it lately. I did Rebecca's virus shawl in this. So and it's Red Heart Melange.
Mhm.
And I've got the purple. I've got this one too, which is really pretty. And this I know this will make a pretty virus shawl. That's kind of a given because of it's the same kind of color wave. So I think this one would be really pretty. And my godmother likes these colors, so I think that'll be a good deal. I wanted to do something with this, and this is cloud cakes, but it's perfect phasing from Karen, and it's really soft.
Yeah, the clouds.
So I wanted to do something, because it's got that um, really nice gradient to it. And so this is kind of a choice too. But with this one, I would start from the outside in. So that if I was doing a shawl, so the white would be where's the shawl that I'm doing?
If you can mention, keep Brenda from Brenda's
So
Loops and Thread in the prayers.
so the top part of the shawl would be in that white, and then they go out until the green on the edges. I think that would come out really pretty. And then I know we were watching a replay today from Brenda's Loops and Threads. If everybody can kind of keep her in their prayers and stuff, um, so she recovers fast. That would be very nice. Um, Linda just made a 12-pointed star baby blanket with the cloud cake. So soft and it washed up. Cool. That's good to know, Linda. Thank you. I got it. I had gotten this cake, and the more I looked at it, it yeah, it kind of to me it looked kind of. I like the green, but it looks like I don't know. It reminded me of like I don't know, and it so I haven't started using it yet. So I am knowing that uh, I want to do something. I want to do something with it. There's a couple people that are having babies. There's a lot of stuff going on, and I've got a lot of yarn. This one was another pretty one. I've got like 3 balls of it, which is the Melifiore, which is the Barocco. I'm thinking I want to do a shawl for my aunt with this because it's colors that she likes. So it's really pretty. This one's really pretty, and it's 350 yards for this, and I've got 3 balls of it, so I could make her like a shawl or a scarf or, but it's a two. I want to say 2, 3. Where is it? Where is it? You're hiding from me. This is a 2. So I got my smaller hooks, so I'm ready to roll. I would know I was working on some stuff with Rena's cakes. Um, and I think that was the problem. The hooks I was using, I wasn't comfortable with them. So I'm gonna take a stab at that. I was playing around with once I got the new furls. I was playing around with it and it was working better. So I'm gonna take a stab at not running the yarn with the Rena's cakes and just doing it right off of the cake.
Serena Norell asks you if your blankets that you crochet require hand washing, or do you wash in cold water and drip dry?
The Red Heart one,
Serena.
it's 100%. This is for Serena because the producer's keeping an eye on the chat. I'm just like babbling away. Um, Serena asked about the blankets. The one with the yak, I believe, since I have my box of yak, which does not sound good, um, right here, the ah,
Oh my gosh, that's my.
I was in so much trouble for this hook. I was in so much trouble. It's an O-Fire hook. See, you can hear her. Gimme. She let me borrow this to work on the Dorina's cakes, and I couldn't find it anywhere. I knew I dropped it someplace. I couldn't find it. I was in the doghouse. I was in the doghouse about this hook. And this one it's a 4 Fire, and it's a really pretty hook, but it's kind of small for the Fire hooks are a little too small. I mean, they're shaped like the furls, but I wish they were a little longer. I would use them.
They're better for my hands.
Then it's better for Rebecca's hands. So I actually gave her this one because I got this Michi. I went it on Michi's channel. And thank you to Michi. But it went to Rebecca, and I was using it, and I dropped it, and it went right into my yak box. Okay, that I gotta stop saying that. That's so wrong. But the back to the question. The yak yarn is hand washed, the lay flat to dry. My other one, the Boggy Creek one, is all acrylic. My other kaleidoscope blanket is all acrylic. The one that I'm making for my friend, it's got this, so he's gonna have to like have it like cleaned or hand wash it and let it hang dry. Because it's also got Malabrigo in it. The Malabrigo. Where's the Malabrigo? So it's kind of a combination because the Malabrigo that's in it, you can machine wash on cold water, general cycle, do not tumble dry, lay dry flat. So it's that one's kind of a mixed bag.
Gentle wash.
So he'll have to gentle wash it. The one that we tend to use, and somebody said I was bougie for using it, which won't be the first time. We actually use. There's two. There's yarn soap, and there's another one that it's I'm trying to read it. It's sitting in the kitchen. There's two of them. It's yarn soap or soap, and then there's another one that we use. I've heard that those we've done multiple projects and used those, and it's worked well. I've heard I actually got into the bougie soap thing on one day, and there I got a suggestion to use actual because it's hair. I mean, it's hair. So I had a suggestion to actually use shampoo, which it makes sense. I mean, you wash, but to wash this in like a real gentle like shampoo, which it makes sense. So, but I haven't tried it. Um, so that one is at your own risk. The soap and the other soap that we have works really well um, for like finer kind of thing. It's more like woolite kind of thing. So those the what's do you have the other soap? The name of the other soap, babe? In that pink bottle.
Yeah.
It's a French name.
Yeah.
Yeah, Zoila. This guy.
You can here. You can show the bottom.
This is the other stuff that we use. I like the smell of this one.
It's really nice.
It's got a really nice smell to it. So this is one soap, the yuzu smell.
Yeah, the yuzu.
And this one I really tend to like. But Zoila, I heard from somebody else because I suggested one of those soaps to wash some stuff in, and somebody came back and said, no, that's expensive bougie soap. All you need is shampoo.
No.
But I mean, wool is hair, so it stands to reason, but
you can.
I didn't try it.
Yeah, but They recommend you use this.
Yeah, like Woolite.
Yeah.
You know, we went when I first started knitting. We went to a yarn shop,
Yeah.
and they had the soak, and we were looking for stuff to wash like the Noro and like that stuff in, and we got a bottle of soak, and it works really well. Um,
And you only need a couple of a small capful, very small,
yeah, it only takes a little bit,
a tiny bit.
but the yeah, I got into it about using bougie soap. Imagine that. Bougie yarn, bougie soap. I just don't get it. Because I actually don't. I mean, I have bougie yarn, um, but I mean, this is one that I like.
Yeah, Woolite. They said, do they still make Woolite?
I love this yarn. I like this yarn. Um, I mean, I use Karen. I use Red Heart.
Darcia,
I'm not being a yarn snob.
Darcia wants to know, do they still make Woolite?
As far as I know, they still make woolite.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen it in the stores and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it's still around.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, at least I'm in California, but I've seen it on our shelves, like in the supermarkets and stuff. Woolite. What's the other one? There's another one that's like baby soft one for like fine. That one too we have. So I mean woolite you can get it like
Yes, and they still sell it in big jugs.
you know,
Target.
we just didn't buy like we just didn't buy like the big like laundry jug. We just bought like little we decided to get it in little bottles. That's why we got
And they sell it
the
in,
other yarn or the other soap, excuse me.
they sell
I mean, I'm sure they still sell it in like Target and
yeah.
Safeway.
Target
and,
still sells it in new bottles.
And the producer's at it again. Let's see. What else are we doing? What does a snowman sleep under in the winter? A blanket of snow. Oh, that was like my one on Mara's last night. What do you call a sleeping T-Rex? A dinosaur. Boom. I got dad jokes. ask my kids. They'll tell you I got dad jokes. Um, my the gentleman on the motorcycle behind me. Um, he would go to tell jokes. My grandpa. And what made it funny was he would go through the whole spiel of the joke, then he would forget the punchline. And a couple minutes later he'd throw out like this crazy punchline thing. And it was just yeah, grandpa didn't tell like jokes. It was a good time with him. So we are actually at an hour and 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm. We're at 42.
And we're at 41 people.
And to make sure they hit the like button.
So because it's it's only 10 after 7. This time change thing has messed me up. It never has before, but this year it got me. I don't know why, but it's like I mean, even though I get an hour more sleep, it got me. So as always, I appreciate everybody. Thank you everybody for the support. Um, oh, it's 10. Lisa, it's
Ooh,
10:10, so
10.
you must be on the east coast of this one of our country.
Yep.
Um, so what I'm gonna do is I know everybody's got, well, some of us have work. I know some of us are retired, some of us are kind of in between. Um, so to be respectful of for everybody, um, if you want me to go on a little longer, I will. But if you guys have something to do,
Yes,
we
40.
understand.
So 42 watching.
There's
42
41
watching.
people watching. I can't bail out now.
Colorado. Colorado. See?
Colorado's cool. It's good. It's good. Colorado's good fly fishing. Um, and where else are we? So just curious. Um, if you want to throw out a state or a country where you're at, I mean, I'm in California, um,
Where are you located?
Oklahoma.
Yeah.
That's cool. I
Yeah.
had some. I actually we did the
Oklahoma.
whole. I'm working
Fishing.
on my family.
Indiana.
I'm working on my
Alabama.
family thing, and I
Ranger,
have I
Indiana.
have family.
Oh, Jeremy's in Alabama. Cherie's in
Vivian's
Alabama.
in New York.
Zoila's in New York. Mimi's in
If
Alabama.
if I remember right, Vivian, it's was it Vivian? It was Vivian. That's Boricua, just like Rebecca,
Yeah.
Missouri.
Okay. Let's see.
Klamath Falls, Oregon.
Woohoo!
I fished in Klamath Falls,
Uh,
Idaho. Rena's in
BJ's
Texas.
in
Rena,
Missouri.
what's up, Rena?
Hi, Rena.
In Texas.
Let's see. Sherry's in
Wepa.
Ohio. Woohoo! Wepa.
There's another.
Zoila. Woohoo! Zoila.
Zoila's.
Wepa.
Your PR.
Woohoo!
Right on, Zoila.
Okay. Mandy. Texas. Well, hello there from Texas.
Rebecca's
Originally from Texas.
Rebecca's actually originally from Texas. I'm
Hello, Mandy.
I'm originally a California boy. My father was from the old country, from Portugal. My grandfather was first generation Italian.
I miss the pecans from Texas.
I'm in New York City. My father's from Puerto Rico.
Okay,
Right on.
Let's see.
Oh man, for Christmas we gotta have pasteles. Woo! That's some good stuff. Pasteles, pernil, arroz con gandules.
My father is from Puerto Rico. Whoa! Woohoo! Let's see. That's two.
Wow, near Notre Dame. That's cool.
Who's in Notre Dame?
By Notre Dame.
Oh.
Yeah, Christmas, we get all the good stuff because we get Portuguese food, we get Italian food, we get Puerto Rican food, and then with our kids and stuff, Filipino, Chinese. So our Christmas and Thanksgiving dinners are crazy.
No, and
They're crazy.
and American food.
And of course American. Turkey. There's always turkey, but there's Mexican and Puerto Rican. So we have tamales and sometimes pasteles, sometimes pernil. We have Portuguese food, which is bacalhau, or alcatra, or the pastas de nata. So Chinese like steamed fish and stuff, and so like we're all over the place.
Mhm.
I mean, it's always a party on like Christmas and New Year's because we never know, or Christmas and Thanksgiving because it's like,
In
see,
Texas,
of course you
Texas.
can tell. I eat good.
Took me a while to lose my Texan accent.
Coquito.
Oh, coquito. Yeah, the coquito for the holidays. The drink.
Becky knows about that one.
Yeah,
I do the Puerto.
absolutely.
I love port wine as my favorite.
Yeah.
But
But you can't drink too much coquito. It depends on how
from what
much
I yeah
how
from
much
what
you
I
put in it.
from what I heard, if you drink too much coquito,
Yeah.
you can
It's,
get a little crazy.
it's the eggnog with a little punch in it.
There's a what's the Mexican one?
It's it's no, the Mexican one. It's just
It's like eggnog.
no, it's not the um,
There's a Mexican one like kind of like coquito too.
buñuelos. That's Mexican.
Yeah.
Buñuelos con champurrado.
No, not the
But
champorado. It's like the coquito. It's like
oh,
eggnog.
somebody put it on their pulque.
It could be pulque. I know one of the guys at work got like a big old bottle of it.
Oh,
Somebody came
yeah,
back from Mexico and brought it.
that's the one that's with the alcohol beverage for that's fermented.
And it's got like eggs in it and stuff. But
The
he
pulque is
brought
the
like
one
a
that's
big bottle of it.
fermented
And I'm like, man, that's Christmas. I didn't get any of it, but somebody brought some back from Mexico.
from the sap of the maguey plant. Pulque.
So that's cool. I'm happy to see everybody's like out from all over the place because that's our family is like from all over the place. And so you guys are like my family. Like
Well, we're from the United
all over
States,
all
but
over the country. I mean, I
born
was
in
born in California.
yeah, I was from in
Rebecca was born in
Texas.
Texas,
Yeah.
but we're all yes, Rampopo. That's what it was.
Yeah.
It came in a yellow bottle, Rampopo. That's what it was. Thank you, Lisa. I knew somebody knew what it was, but
Oh,
yeah, that was
pecan
it.
pie. Who's the pecan pie?
Yeah, and the pecan pie thing. I saw that. Becky's a big pecan
Oh, I
pie.
love pecan
She
pie
loves pecan pie.
because I'm from Texas, a Southern gal.
I like the custard pie, which is that's my favorite. Or
Pecan
flan.
pie and custard pie.
We do the Feast of the Seven Fishes at Christmas Eve. Oh, right on.
Hmm.
And then the Three Kings cake after Christmas because we do that. The Portuguese we do that too.
And um, and pecan pie and
Becky's and it's hard because Becky and I both are good cooks,
yeah.
and so it's like we make a lot of stuff. Um, some of the stuff. I mean, I will try just about anything. Um, so we may. I mean, ours is like all over the place.
Pasteles.
Midtown New York.
Mofongo.
It's late. It's late to eat.
Zoila. Mofongo.
Ah, Isabel, como está? But Rena, it's time for gotta catch some um sinigang. Sinigang ng baboy with kangkong and like sili de buyo. Woo!
No,
Good stuff.
But there's nothing like a turkey for Christmas or for Thanksgiving with homemade um, cornbread stuffing.
There's a restaurant. There's a restaurant in San Francisco, and I'm going to butcher the name because my Spanish is not where it should be. It's Parada 22. It's in San Francisco. It's
Whoa.
in the Haight district.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's this little Puerto Rican place. Oh, if you're ever in San Francisco and you want like killer Puerto Rican food, that
Yeah.
is the place to go.
Yeah, it's good. It's real good. But it's a little hole in the wall.
I mean, it's a tiny little place, but I'm telling you, it's the food.
They're
And
always packed.
they have mofongo at that restaurant, but I've never tried it. They had like this it was like fried chicken. It was chicken chicharron,
Oh, awesome.
but it wasn't like pork just the skin. It was like the whole like piece of chicken. Oh my god, it was good.
Okay. Now we got everybody hungry.
Now everybody's got got the ears up for the food. That's a common thing for all of us. I mean, I can't think of really a culture that doesn't have some kind of like food culture or where everybody gathers around the food. My grandfather used to make uh, spaghetti. My grandmother made at Christmas time. They would make homemade raviolis, and they would make these cook. Grandma would make these cookies. Pardon me. Grandma would make these cookies. They're called cucciolatis. They're like an Italian like Fig Newton kind of thing, but with more like pastry, more of a pastry dough thing. They're Sicilian Christmas cookies, is what they are. If you want to look it up, and oh man, those in a glass of milk. Whoo! So I mean, and that's you know, if you're talking to people and you talk about stuff and you talk about food, everybody will talk about food.
Yeah.
And food, and at least with all of us guys, yarn. Yarn and hooks and needles, and it's all a universal language. I wish we had like some good like in San Jose. There's some really good Italian markets, uh, and they make homemade raviolis. They make homemade pesto. They make homemade pasta. They make all of that stuff. Have all of the different cold cuts and stuff. The Italian cold cuts, and it's yeah. Where we live is not so much. Yeah, New York. New York has food from all countries. It tends to be that way around here too. Here in California, it tends to be um, anywhere Mexican food to Indian food to Pakistani to African to Japanese to
It's
um,
multicultural.
we've got if you have a hankering for it, there's usually a restaurant around here that does it. Has anyone ever crocheted pillows for the homeless using plastic bags from the store? No, but I haven't, but we've crocheted stuff. Um, where I work, there's a lot of homeless people around where I work, and so we tend to give them like in the summertime. Becky and I will give them water. In the wintertime, we've given them like clothes and
Hats,
socks and
gloves.
knitted hats that we've done, knitted and crocheted hats. So we try and give them some of that, like some, and not with not the pillows with the bags. We use well. I've never tried that, but I've heard of people doing it. And Lisa, you have not tried Chipino until you've tried mine. it's a it's an old Portuguese recipe that my dad had, and it comes out really good. Um, I don't put the whitefish in it. I don't care for the whitefish in it, or salmon. I'm not a big salmon guy, but we make usually Easter and Christmas is Chipino time. What's Chipino? It's a seafood stew. Crab, crab, clams, shrimp. Some people put whitefish. Some people put. I've had it with squid in it. Um, so there's different seafood combinations and it's in like a thin like spaghetti like a tomato sauce. That's it's killer. It's really good. But I mean, you end it. It's one of those meals. Like when my dad would make it, we'd sit down at the table, and we'd start eating, and then kind of stop and keep talking, and then go back and start eating again, and it would be like, a 2 hour plus dinner because we'd just be sitting, cracking the stuff and talking, and then eating the stuff, and then letting that settle, and like yeah, so it was a whole thing. So it's a blast. It was something, um it was something special, and it was cool that I got to spend those times with my dad. The one for the ones that are Portuguese in here don't know what I'm talking about. Um, which my favorite is pove, and it's Portuguese octopus stew, and oh my gosh, it's good.
Mhm. Well, Isabel Crafts, she says I'm Portuguese. I've been to Australia says, have been in Australia for over 55 years.
Wow. Oh, Jen's saying she wants us to make some food. She wants us to cook. Like, she take some videos of us cooking. Hey,
There's been far worse things.
I mean, I know everybody comes for the yarn halls and the crocheting and stuff, but I'm not above cooking. I can whip up some stuff.
We have a small kitchen, but
I mean, we have a small kitchen, but if you guys want to see it, you know, we'll make some
something happened.
we'll make some stuff. But I will say,
No,
Rebecca,
no octopus.
no octopus.
Linda is.
No octopus. Oh, come on. Pove is the best.
Jeremy, the last time I had a cioppino, I had all types of fish, 3 types: clams, mussels, lobster, and crab.
Yeah, that sounds like a traditional one.
Mm-hmm.
Um, a little funny story. Uh, my dad would make the octopus, and he would drive all the way up to San Francisco. It had to be fresh octopus. It couldn't be frozen. Had to be fresh octopus. And my half sister was playing in the backyard with this baseball bat. Like she was kind of into softball at the time, and so she was in the backyard with this bat. And my dad puts I saw him put the octopus on the table, like in the backyard, and he went up to my sister and goes, "Oh, can I borrow your bat for a second?" And my sister, thinking he's gonna like baseball thing, my dad takes the bat and like starts to pound on the octopus, and the look on my sister's face was just priceless. He's like bang, 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 and it's got this poor baseball bat has like fish all over it, and he hands it back to my sister, and my sister just like freaked out. And he's like, "Oh, oh!" And he goes over and washes it off with the hose and hands her back the baseball bat. Oh my god! I thought my sister was. I thought my half sister was gonna go crazy. That was just. That was just wild. So yeah, I grew up with that kind of stuff. So you know, that's the Portuguese. That's my Portuguese side of my family. So what else are we doing here? If you guys want, I will cook some Portuguese food. Um, and make some bacalhau, which that's my favorite. Um, and that's like codfish and potatoes. It's really good. So we can, but I mean, it's it's good. Becky's like, I don't know if they'll like that one, and I'm like,
Well, the Puerto
it's
Ricans
the
may like
the
it
Puerto yeah, because the Puerto Ricans eat the bacalhau too. So
and maybe the Filipinos too.
so it's good stuff. So I see. I told you I could blab for a long, a long time. I got the gift of gab from my grandfather. My son went to, um, if Patty B Gaming's in here, he can vouch. He's been to New York a couple of times, and he was like, "Dad, you should see because they were near the Bronx, and you should see the Italian places with the salami hanging in the ceiling and stuff." And I'm like, "Oh, that's where it's at." The one thing he did say was that the Mexican food was better in California than it was in New York. That was the only food critic thing that he said. Um, he noticed the difference between the two, but other than that, he loved it back there because it was so multicultural and there was just stuff like all over the place. I haven't been back east like that. I've been to Minnesota, but that's as far that direction as I've gotten. Yeah, he had when he went to New York, he had a blast. He's been there 3 times, I think, 3 or 4, and he had a blast. He likes it. He said the food. He said the food is killer. Oh, you go throwing down Jeremy with some Cajun Creole Cajun food. Right on.
Ooh.
I'm down with that. That's some good stuff. My grandma's neighbor was Creole, and we were talking food one time. And since that time that we talked food until when my grandmother passed away, she would leave me. My grandmother would call me and say, "Matt, you gotta come over. You gotta come over." I'm like, "Why?" It's because they left a care package for you. Like, because she would have like these big family things, and she would cook for like 60, 70 people, like her family. And she would save me whatever they were making. She would save me some red beans and rice, neck bones, greens. Oh man, it was all just killer. So I'm down for just about anything, except fugu. Fugu, yeah, fugu. I'm not gonna eat something. I'm not gonna eat like a raw fish that's gonna kill me. No. Zupa Zupa de pesco. Soup Zupa de Pesci.
Yeah,
I know that's Italian.
mhm.
It's fish soup. I want to say. My Italian's horrible. My grandfather, I can't say the words that my grandpa said because, yeah, they were not. He would. That's what when he would. He was upset because he would change from English to Italian, and the words he said in Italian were not not good.
It's JoJo to you says we should have a cook-off since you both are in California. LOL.
Who wants to have a cook-off?
It's his name or their name is it's JoJo to you.
Joja to you.
Mm-hmm.
White rice will work. Yes, it will.
Yeah. Says we should have a cook-off since you're both in California. Says Jeremy says I do love some Creole, Cajun, Spanish, Japanese, all traditional food.
Tornado. When I'm mad, I start speaking Spanish. Rebecca got me once. I don't know. I don't remember what I did. I don't remember what it was, but I will never. She changed from Mexican to or from English to Spanish, and I just threw up my arms and I'm like, I will never do whatever I did again because it was. She tore me up. That's a rarity. That's a rarity as far as we go. But she switched one time, and when she switched, I mean, I've been yelled at in Portuguese, but this was brutal. I was, I was lucky. At least I didn't get the chancla. So it's that's one thing we have a good time, and I hope I impart that to you guys. Um, that's my point with this channel is, some people take this stuff really serious, and let's have some fun, you know?
Especially after working all day.
After working all day and dealing with stuff, come on, let's do this. Let's have some fun. Let's talk some mess. Let's, you know, talk food, talk yarn, let's have a good time.
Mm-hmm. Is anybody working on anything special?
When did the chicken blush? When he saw the turkey dressing. Oh! What do you call a pony with a sore throat?
Uh-oh.
What do you call a pony with a sore throat? A little horse.
Yep, a little horse.
That is one of my favorite commercials with Mr. Obvious. And he turns to the little Shetland. Oh, I'm sorry guys, he's a little horse. It gets me it's dorky, but I laugh every time. It's like, oh.
You can tell when I'm mad when I start enunciating everything perfectly.
I'm doing some. Are you doing some bunnies for just a found just your grandkids, or is everybody getting them? Because I know um
Well, that's nice.
somebody was doing it for they were doing the whole family. I heard.
Was it?
Well, 3 holes in the ground. Ah, why couldn't the pony sing? It was a little horse. Ah. Oh, we're busting up the dad jokes, huh?
Yep.
Why was 6 scared of 7? Because 7, 8, 9.
7, 8, 9. I finished a sweet roll DK shawl
Oh, right on.
Fiber
I've got.
spider. Won the yarn from G. Nice, Lisa.
I think I've actually got some. Do I have some? No, I've got DK colors. I've got the Premier.
Nice. The library lady ate. Oh, do you want to tell them that their yarn will be in the mail? I have to say good night, library lady sunshine. Say good night.
Good night, library lady. I appreciate you coming.
Thank you for
I appreciate you stopping by. All right, Lisa, that's what I'm doing. I'm starting on my next Boggy Creek blanket.
Yeah, I'm starting on
Number 6. Dang.
The what?
No, the
Library lady? No. Oh no. Lisa. Lisa.
Lisa's starting on number 6.
Congratulations, Lisa.
Wow, that's amazing.
Wow.
I gotta, man.
We're just starting on.
Now I gotta get off my duff.
Well, this is 1, 2, 3. This is my 4th giveaway blanket, but my first Boggy Creek.
Jeremy finished 7. You guys are amazing. Like,
woohoo!
You guys must be a heck of a lot faster at crocheting than I am. And that's amazing. Congratulations to you guys. That's really cool. Like, that's something else. Vivian's done 3. Yeah, thanks for everybody for making the Boggy Creek blankets. That's something special.
That's awesome.
Well, yeah, for you, Jeremy, but it takes me a little bit. It takes me a little bit. I don't like the crochet is faster than my knitting because knitting takes a little while, but I'm nowhere near as fast as some of you guys are, and I'm working up to it.
I haven't seen yours yet. Did they show yours yet?
Did Juan or any of them show you guys' blankets on the reveal? I'm a little hair faster than you are, Jessica. I'm like it takes me it'll take me if I work hard on something, it'll take me like 3-4 days to make like a shawl. If I'm really like at it, like crocheting until like all odd hours and just going.
When is the last day? The 31st of January.
Yeah, January 31st is the deadline. But I know they want them. I know like the Boggy Creek guys and like Juan, they want them earlier than that because they have to haul them down to Florida. Sorry, guys. Yes, we do have an awesome bunch of people, and I'm really honored to be part of this group. I mean, the crochet group on YouTube. I'm really flattered and honored to be a part of it, and I'm flattered and honored that you guys come and see me, because being part of this group, I appreciate it. You guys are the best. Especially Zoila, because she puts up with some grief being moderator.
Green and Zoila and everyone.
I'm going to vacuum seal. Yeah, that would work. Yeah, the frills. The frills. I know. Fiber Arts was commenting on my frills. I like them. Um, I know they're not for everybody because I know Rebecca doesn't like them because
They're slippery.
I'm a caveman holder.
Yeah, I'm not.
I mean knife holder, yes, but caveman.
No.
I grow when people I've gone into yarn stores and bought bought yarn and they didn't know me and oh what do you and I said, oh, I knit, and they're like, oh, what kind of style do you knit? I said, I knit caveman. And yeah, that usually gets some silence, um because I mean, you know, not too delicate. um but yeah, the frills work for me because they're bigger, and it's like holding, I hate to the comparison because it's really not. It's like holding a wrench. I mean, it's like holding like a tool. And that's why I like them. The metal ones are a little heavier though. If anybody's thinking about getting them, Ola Joe has the connection on the furls, but her furls um, tend to be like the furls, the streamlines at least, the metal ones tend to be a little heavier.
Ask Kayla and if they know
Oh,
who this is.
Zoila, all the bariquas. Becky's got something to share with you.
You know who that is? Boricuas?
Can you even show?
I did.
Yeah, but tell them it's not. Tell them we bought it and all of that stuff. Or I'm gonna get flagged.
Oh, no, you're not. Because it didn't show the.
No, and you're doing it again.
Okay. You're not gonna. It doesn't have the.
We actually we received it as a gift. Her sister goes back and forth to Puerto Rico all the time, and it's actually an artist in Puerto Rico that did that, a famous artist, and we got a print of it. Well, since we're going there, you want to grab my thing?
Yeah. Hold on. Hold on.
The thing needs to be cleaned.
Yeah. Oh.
Don't put it.
Hold on. Oh. Hold on.
Be gentle.
I am.
No, you're not.
Hold on. Okay.
We got this. Like I was saying, Rebecca's sister goes to.
My family does.
The family actually goes to Puerto Rico all the time, and I wanted one because I really love the art, and the family knows the artist that did this.
Both of them.
Both of them really well, and so I bought this. I wasn't in Puerto Rico, but I bought this, and I got one of the festival masks. So I've had this for a little while now, and it's actually made in Puerto Rico. There's a little shop that makes those masks for the festival, and I got one of the I got I had her bring me. I gave her the money for it, and she brought me back one of the masks, and they made it like special. So we've got some. There's a lot of influences. So that's how we roll. Well, I've been on here almost 2 hours. Speaking of a little a little hoarse. Where in Puerto Rico? The masks were from
Loiza.
Loiza, as where the masks were from. Her sister is really good friends with the artisans there, and they made that mask. Yeah, and so it's in, what was it? Loiza is where it was from. So I got really lucky. I think it was really special to get that. I was really surprised. Good night, Fiber Arts. I'm gonna call it a night because I've been on here yammering about crazy stuff for almost 2 hours now. I thank you all for hanging in with me. I appreciate all of you guys. On the way out, they don't do this like the rocker does, but give it the thummies as always. And thank you for everybody for supporting my channel. It's a blast. I'm having such a ball with this. I'm gonna get on and do the thing with the Centro this weekend. So that should probably be Monday's video. So look for that. The Thursday live, as always, at 6:00 next week. You guys have an awesome Friday. Thank you guys all for coming. I really appreciate it. You guys are the best. So we'll see you on the YouTube streets, and you guys have a really good weekend. Y'all take care. You want to say goodbye, babe?
Goodbye. Good night.
Y'all take care. We'll see y'all later. Have a good weekend. Bye-bye. And special thanks to Zoila for being my moderator, and thank you for Patty B Gaming. That's my son. I'm appreciate his support, and I appreciate all your guys' support. You guys take care. Have a good weekend. We'll see you guys soon. Bye, all.